Hello friends, welcome back to Planescape Torment. This is episode 4. Let's continue our adventure. So, since last time... Oh, did he just shoot his jaw upward and kind of catch it from the air? Was that his jaw or what was it? That's a really cool detail. I don't think I've seen that before. Ah, that's a really nice animation. Anyway, since the last time, I have come to realize that there is indeed a lore skill in the stats screen. It's kind of hidden away among these. I guess I was expecting a longer list, so I didn't really notice when I was here. But yeah, looks like we are level 3, by the way, which hang on, that's kind of strange. Shouldn't I have received like some points to put into one of those attributes for leveling up? I'm not sure how that works quite yet. Anyway, I am level 3, and it looks like I'm about to be level 4, possibly in this episode, or just soon in any case. So we have, yeah, let's check this out properly. We have proficiencies Thaco, which I know what that means, basically, since I did play like the beginning of Baldur's Gate, and in Baldur's Gate, the first game, it's quite an important concept to wrap your head around. So that's basically your armor class, and yes, the lower the number, the harder it is for your enemies to hit you. So Thaco means to hit armor class 0, right? You're trying to hit 0, which is counterintuitive, but I suppose I will kind of come to terms with it. Number of attacks. Interesting, so there is a proficiency to doing multiple attacks at the same time. That's interesting. And then we have lore, which is 6. I'm not really sure what that is with reference to, like how much is the max? Because all those numbers seem quite low, so it could be that the max is something like 20, or it could be much higher, right? Because I'm still in the early stages of the game. Then I have saving throws, paralyzed, poison, death, broadstaff wand. Yeah, it's probably gonna be higher than 20 because these stats wouldn't be as close to that. I mean, I've only just started the game. A petrify polymorph. Interesting, there is a polymorph spell. Breath weapon. What is that about? And spell, I guess, is just regular magic. Then we have weapon proficiencies. Unused slots 3. I'm not sure what that is referring to. Unless it's, I mean, I think I have 4 weapons equipped, and I'm only using one of them at the moment, so I guess that's related to that. Whatever, I'm sure I'll figure it out. Fist plus edged weapon. So these are my proficiencies, fist and edged weapon. So I want to use edged weapons if possible at this point in time. Ability bonuses to hit, -2, that doesn't sound good. Damage, open doors, as in like lockpick doors, or I probably don't need a special ability to just open a door, right? If it's not locked. Weight allowance 70, reaction +5, currently affected by nothing apparently. That's right, I'm unaffected by everything, I'm a true stoic. Okay, so let's keep going. Let me just remember my controls. All right. So I think we looted all those containers, right? We just came back to Iveen, and now we were going to come back to, what was the guy's name? Vaxis, I think? Because he also requested a needle and thread, and yeah, that, and a jar of embalming fluid. And I'm not sure for what anymore, but I will find out, I guess. Oh yeah, that was the disguise thing, right? Let's see, it was that. How did you get to look like that? Yeah, can you disguise me? Do I really want to disguise myself as a zombie, though? I don't know, I think I might save that embalming fluid and thread for now, since from what I understand, disguises are no longer going to work since the facility has been alerted to my presence. so they are going to be a bit more careful, and therefore it seems like kind of a waste to give those items to him just because. Oh, okay. So here I can see the lock. I know that it's locked. How do I open it though? Special ability, maybe. Okay, I can't select one. Looks like I can't just use. I can't use that quite yet. Oh, there is a how to play section. That's just a standard tutorial. Yeah, that's the one that I saw at the start. All right, let's come back upstairs because I'm pretty sure I was going to do something else important there. I think I explored the place pretty thoroughly, but there are still things that I could have missed. Hang on, I'm hearing fight music, but oh, this dust woman. Okay, let's. Wow, she's real slow. If I wanted, I could run away, I suppose, but she would just keep bothering us. So let's give her one wallop, and there we go. Ring, Dustman robes. You know what? I think I'm going to put those robes on, even though they're not going to work as a disguise. But I don't think I want to look at my naked dead body all the time. I hope these bronze rings are worth a lot since I'm carrying so many of them. But you know, being starting types of loot, they are probably just gonna be worth like 1 or 2 gold, or whatever is the currency here. It's gold, right? I think it is. This container is locked. What if I wanted to? What if I whack it with a weapon? Can I do that? F4.
Forced it.
Bash succeeded. Oh, well, that's a that's a useful thing to know about. We have a bone charm. Yeah, copper commons, that was it. We have a bone charm. Do we already have one of those? This old finger bone charm has been hollowed out and tiny symbols have been scratched on its surface. A user must snap it in two to activate it. Hang on, finger bone charm. Is that what we're looking for, or are we looking for a different crooked finger? When snapped, the bone charm temporarily strengthens the user's skeleton and acts as a ward against breaks and fractures. The charm gives the user an overall bonus to their armor class and additional resistance against crushing attacks. I'm sure that would be very useful if I actually knew how to recognize a crushing attack. Corpse Fly Charm. Invokes Swarm Curse. Ooh, that sounds like a proper spell. This corpse fly looks like it was frozen. It appears to be dead, but you can't be sure. The magic contained within the charm is activated when the insect is consumed. When swallowed, the recipient suddenly becomes extremely nauseous. A few seconds later, the charmed individual expels a stream of insects from their nose and mouth. Provided the charmed individual can keep their wits about them after the casting, the caster can send this cloud to attack a target. Ooh, that sounds nasty. This is an interesting sentence, provided the individual can keep their wits about them. Is that like an actual game mechanic? Is there a chance of my character going crazy after I cast this? Based on maybe like my stats, like, I don't know, intelligence or wisdom, or whichever one. That would be fun. This is the mortuary task list, which I have read, but I have not picked up this Dustman Embalming Charm Lesser. Ooh, that's a lot of text. Invokes Embalming Minor. That just sounds like something that would heal me, right? On the first glance. Have I read this one before? I think I might have read this one before, but I did not pick it up. Okay, let's replace the... I don't know, do I really need the receiving room logbook? I don't think so. I think the purpose of this logbook was just to tell me where the items are, where the loot is. I think I'll put this back, and you know, the advantage of me recording this as a YouTube playthrough is that if at any time I really need to look for an item, I can just watch back the footage. So hang on, now that I've realized that I can open containers by just whacking them, which will be very useful, I need to check all the ones that I haven't haven't opened, because I think there were a couple more where I was like, oh, I can't really open this one at this point. Little did I know. But I guess it makes sense, since the game starts me off as a fighter, right? And it so far has given me no lockpicks, I don't think. Looks like these corpses come back to life though, which is a mechanic that I don't really like in games. It can be useful because it allows you to farm XP, but that's about it. I really like enemies to stay dead once I've killed them. By the way, I just healed on my own automatically. I didn't do anything, my character just healed. Interesting, I'm not sure what caused that. Yeah. Apologies for retreading the old ground at the beginning of this episode, but we won't be doing that for much longer. Just as soon as I verify that I haven't left anything of importance here, I will try and get out of here. So we were supposed to pick up the... Why isn't it in the journal? I feel like that should be a quest, right? Or is it? Find Farad. No, it doesn't seem to be a quest. Maybe I should keep my own notes then. I have the Steam Notes feature, which I haven't used so far because I thought what the journal was pretty thorough with tracking data, but I might start to take some short notes. I think it's got to be the charm that we picked up, right? The crooked finger. I know it was like a crooked finger thing. I was gonna verify if it's this one. Oh wow, that's a lot of corpses just waiting behind the corner.
Damn.
Okay, can you attack? Looks like our character is getting closer and closer to death, although well, there's still plenty of health points left, but okay, let's whack this one. So let's see if I do F4. That's a. I thought that was a shortcut. Oh, do I have to? Okay. I first have to open the attack and then I can use the shortcut. It's not as useful as I hoped for then. Dustman request. Oh, this is worker 42. This was the worker that. 42. Which one was that? There was one that that had 42 underneath like another number. I think like 900 something, right? Okay, let's see what that's all about. A note written on a scrap of dry parchment. Contact the necromancer responsible for raising contractual worker 42. I know he's examined the skeleton before, but I am certain the initial raising of the body was warped. The worker still responds to commands, but when it has completed a task, it resumes pacing in the same circular pattern as it did before. Dahl recently informed me that worker 42 exhibited that same walking pattern when it was a zombie, decades ago. There may be a soul echo in the marrow, or the skeleton's age may have caused the magic animating him to decay. One of the initiates suggested it may be following an order issued by a higher-ranking dustman in the past, but I have found no records of such an order. Whatever the reason for its behavior, the matter is to be resolved or the worker replaced. And I guess they tried to do whatever they did to him again to sort of reset him. Worker 42. Okay, bits and pieces of lore here. When it has completed a task, it resumes pacing in the same circular pattern, so this is not normal. What do workers do when they complete a task in this world? I guess they just stand around and wait for another, but this one walks in circles. That's interesting. Then we learned that it was a zombie decades ago, so it looks like these bodies are kept here for decades at a time. Then there is a mention of a soul echo. A soul echo, so they killed the body and brought it back to life, but the soul can somehow still sort of linger in the body and maybe influence it in certain ways, which is interesting. And it of course brings us to the question of what even is the soul in this world, right? And well, I mean, the soul is traditionally supposed to be like this immaterial thing that is quote unquote the real you. But what does that mean in this world exactly? I know that there are, or I think that there are different planes of existence. So it could be that the soul travels to another plane of existence when you die. But somehow with this ritual, it's still capable of affecting you, because that's an interesting question too, right? Where do souls go when they die? Okay, lots of things to think about here. An order issued by a higher-ranking dustman. So it looks like the dustmen have a fixed hierarchy, which doesn't really surprise me. Some sort of hierarchy appears to be like essential for the functioning of most societies historically. But is there like a highest-ranking dustman? Is there like the leader of the dustmen, like the dustman pope maybe, or something like that? Interesting. And have we met him? I guess not. The only person of note that we've met that was a dustman was Dahl the Scribe, and yeah, he just looked like a... I don't know, he just seemed like a regular sort of dustman character. Okay, I wouldn't be able to pick that one up. I really gotta stop picking up all those things because my inventory is getting cluttered, right? I'll keep the Sanctum key because I'm not sure if I will need that anywhere else. Reminder message. Request for the pry bar. Yeah, that's right. This was about where a pry bar is. And there it is. Wow. Found it immediately. Okay, I guess I can put this back, right? Okay, I found myself an iron pry bar. That might be useful for... Actually, that's probably the tool that I'm supposed to use for, you know, opening locks or locked containers at this point, right? So is it a... Yeah, it's a weapon too. 1-6 crushing, standard. Usable only by fighters and thieves. So we've heard of fighters, we've heard of thieves and priests and mages. How many of these classes are there actually? I'm excited to see. This iron pry bar can be used to pry open doors, chests, and even the occasional reluctant rib cage. It also makes a good bludgeoning weapon when there's no time for subtlety. Ah, to use the pry bar to force a locked door or chest, select it as a weapon, and then attack the container or door you wish to pry open. Although the pry bar is specifically intended for such use, you can attempt to bash open a container or door with any weapon, including your fists. Ah, so it's just the standard attacking sort of move. Well, I guess I'll replace either the scalpel or the jagged knife, and they seem to be more or less equivalent, but the jagged knife is faster as far as I can see. And it's an edged weapon, which is important for us. So yeah, I will use the pry bar instead of that, but I guess I'll use the knife as default, maybe. Let's put it to the first slot just so that I know. Let's maybe, I don't know, this seems like a good order for these things, right? The left arm is probably going to be our last resort when it comes to combat, and anyway, it does the same type and amount of damage as the hammer and the pry bar, actually. Lots of things seem to do crushing damage in this game. Alright, come here, Mort. By the way, Mort, do you have anything new to tell me? Chief? Yeah, looks like the standard things that we asked already. I'm guessing that's gonna stay the case for as long as I'm here in the mortuary. God damn it, they're already back? Or are these different ones? I can see that the combat in this game is going to be quite frequent. Even though it's apparently a game where you can talk your way out of a lot of situations. But yeah, I messed up by angering all these corpses, so... Let's go downstairs and let's try going to the first floor, was it? So this is the second one, and I want to go to the first. I hope I haven't left any loose ends up there. I healed again. Looks like my character just slowly heals, which is nice. That's very good to know. Ooh, Tome of Bone and Ash. This worn, leather-bound tome lists diagrams and charts detailing several minor wards and enchantments. There are numerous drawings of skeletons, bones, and the manner by which they may be preserved over time. Of particular interest is the section regarding guardians. Apparently the dustmen animate corpses of fallen giants to serve as guardians for the mortuary. Fallen giants. I don't think I've seen any of those. I mean, I'm certain I would know. Giants, though. So giants are a thing in this world. To make them even deadlier, armoring enchantments are woven into their breastplates to help shield them from attacks. Okay, don't fuck with the giants, is what I'm hearing. The book is much too complex for you to absorb all at once, but it looks as if you could refer to certain sections when the need arises. Ooh. Alright, this is the game's way of telling me you should absolutely keep this book. So I gotta throw something away. I've noticed these ground item slots, so I think that to throw something away, I'm just going to drag it there. That seems to be the case in older games like this, right? Yep, so let's pick up the tome. Let's do a quick save just in case. And left or right?
All right.
Right, or I guess up looks better to me. Okay, another standard zombie worker. I would have loved to talk to you. I love talking to all those zombie corpses, but yeah, it just wasn't meant to be. Another rusty, blood-covered slab. Okay, this floor seems to be split into more well-defined rooms.
Damn it.
Critical miss. Copper earring, that's a new one, right? We have a triangle earring, which was like this special item that we found. By the way, what are these fist irons? I don't remember those. Yeah, okay, that's a weapon. Do I really want to keep that though? I don't know, it doesn't look particularly useful. I hope I'll run into like some sort of merchant soon. This is a heavy barred gate of rusted steel. There doesn't appear to be any way of opening it. Heavy metal pipes run from the floor into the wall. Yes, I can see that quite clearly. I'm interested to see what those do.
Die.
What was that? That looked like a special sort of monkish attack, like something magical almost. I'm not sure what that was because I've been using the default attack so far. Hang on, was this guard thing here the whole time? I honestly don't remember. Huh. And I'm also excited to get into whatever this place is. I assume it's like a town, and meet some of the local characters, maybe some of the new companions, because I have heard good things about the companions in this game. Nothing specific, just that they're good, basically. They're interesting. I love myself some interesting companions, I gotta say. Interesting companions for me are really what makes an RPG, if there are companions, but in a lot of RPGs like this there are. These metallic blue tapestries are made of thin chain links. Oh my god. Giant skeleton, excuse me? Okay, should I? Well, it would be good to fight only one at a time, but I'm not sure if I can. Holy fuck. Okay, that one did 15 damage.
Oh, feel stiff.
I died, but death apparently doesn't mean that you reload a save. It just means that you respawn in the mortuary. At least in the tutorial. Okay, that's good to know, because I was fully ready to redo that section again. But, hang on, it seems like these zombie workers are not hostile anymore. Have I seen this guy? Okay, yeah, so did I just reset the whole enemy alert thing by dying? Okay, let's try going downstairs. Haven't been here in a while though. I almost got the urge to explore, but let's try going back downstairs and okay, so I think this is gonna go very similarly to how it went on the 3rd floor, right? He's just gonna, yeah, he's just gonna ask me to state my business, and looks like I have some more options now, though. I seem to have gotten turned around in these halls. Are there any guides around who can direct visitors? My business is my own. You would do well to mind your own affairs, Dustman. He's probably not gonna respond well to that. Lean in as if to whisper something to him, then snap his neck. You know, it didn't work the last time, but this time we are leaning in. This time it might work. And honestly, I'm sick of these stupid dustmen holding us in here, so let's just go in for the kill. You are not fast enough, and the dustman dodges as you lunge for him. Taking a step back, he claps his hands together sharply 3 times, and in response a great fucking iron bell starts tolling, of course. Alright, that was a nice opportunity for things to go differently, and it didn't work. And now I have this Soego guy who... He's named though. I'm sure he would have loved to talk to us. Well... okay, I thought I was proficient with edged weapons. I am using the jagged knife, right? Well, I just killed a man. Like an actual named NPC. I'm sure I'll end up regretting that. Let's take the mortuary key. This is a large, unimaginative iron key. For some reason, its somber appearance reminds you of the mortuary. Right, that's the front gate key, so I guess we can escape the mortuary now. We're in like a different part again. The magical sort of attack. We're in like a different part of the. Oh, I see. So before we went up there, I think. And now we're down here, and where the skeletons exactly? I want to avoid them, but this looks like the front gate. This looks like the way out, but I want to explore the place first. Hopefully I can do that without dying again. Although dying would give me a 3rd chance at talking to these characters. Oh, hang on. That's the blue ghost lady from the opening cutscene. And the music's changed. Can I talk to you? Deionarra. You see a strikingly beautiful ghostly form before you. Her arms are crossed and her eyes are closed. She has long, flowing hair and her gown seems stirred by some ethereal breeze. As you watch, she stirs slightly and her eyes flicker. Well, I can see that I have the option to leave before she notices. But, I don't know, this ghost lady seems friendly. Let's talk to her. Greetings?
You. What is it that brings you here? Have you come to see firsthand the misery you have wrought? Perhaps in death I still hold some shred of use for you, my love.
Oh, this is juicy. Her eyes slowly open and she blinks in confusion for a moment, as if uncertain where she is. She looks around slowly, then sees you. Her tranquil face suddenly twists into a snarl. And then she has a voice-acted line. Firsthand, the misery you have wrought. So, is this our actual love? Is this our lady? Is this who the Nameless One has forgotten? I mean, apparently he has forgotten her, since both options are kind of clueless. My love, do I know you? Okay, no more VA from her. The spirit makes a begging motion with her hands. How can it be that the thieves of the mind continue to steal my name from your memory? Do you not remember me, my love? The ghost stretches out her arms. Think. Her voice becomes desperate again. The name Deionarra must evoke some memory within you. Deionarra. I gotta remember that. I think I feel the stirrings of memory. Tell me more. Perhaps your words shall chase the shadows from my mind, Deionarra. Oh, at last the fates show mercy. Even death cannot chase me from your mind, my love. Do you not see? Your memories shall return. Tell me how I can help you, and I shall. Well, this is interesting. This is an unexpected help in this bleak place. Do you know who I am? You are one both blessed and cursed, my love, and you are one who is never far from my thoughts and heart. Blessed and cursed? What do you mean? The nature of your curse should be apparent, my love. Look at you. She points at you. Death rejects you. Your memories have abandoned you. Do you not pause and wonder why? I mean, I have paused and wondered why, I think, quite a lot of times in these past few hours, but wow, I can go the almost nihilistic route. That's the third option, memories aside and assuming death has rejected me. Why is that a curse? Okay, no, that's not as nihilistic as I thought when I glanced at it briefly. Well, I'm still trying to get my bearings, actually. What else can you tell me about myself? I feel like any piece of information that I can get on my character is a win. I know that you once claimed you loved me, and that you would love me until death claimed us both. I believed that, never knowing the truth of who you were, what you were, and what am I? I cannot. She suddenly freezes, and she speaks slowly, carefully, as if her voice frightens her. The truth is this. You are one who dies many deaths. These deaths have given the knowing of all things mortal, and in your hand lies the spark of life and death. Those that die near you carry a trace of themselves that you can bring forth. In your hand lies the spark of life and death. Those that die near you carry a trace of themselves that you can bring forth. Do I have the power to resurrect dead people? Is this going to be how we explain that my companions are immortal? If they are immortal in this game. I don't know that they are. You are one who dies many deaths. Who? As Deionarra speaks the words, a crawling sensation wells up in the back of your skull. You suddenly feel compelled to look at your hand. As you lift it up and look at it, you can see the blood coursing sluggishly through your arm, pouring into your muscles and in turn giving strength to your bones.
Updated my journal.
Whoa, 1,000 experience. And you know Deionarra is right. You suddenly remember how to coax this dimmest spark of life from a body and bring it forth. The thought both horrifies you and intrigues you. Could I have completely missed this section? Because it seems to me like I could have just walked out of the mortuary with the key that I got. So this might be a completely optional section. And I guess I could have come back here at any time to access it after exiting the mortuary, but still. This seems an important thing to leave to coincidence. You have remembered how to raise others from the dead. To access this ability, select the Special Abilities button in the Quick menu. You can only use this on party members that have died in your presence. Yes, I was right. It will not work on anyone who does not travel with you, and it will not work on party members you remove from the party while they are dead. Hang on, so if someone dies and I remove them from the party, is there no way to bring them back? Or can I add them to my party again, despite them being dead, and then use it? Anyway, this is a very convenient ability to have on an adventure like this. I had other questions. What is it you wish to know? Well, I think I asked who I am. But who are you? The spirit makes a begging motion with her hands. How can it be that the thieves of the mind continue to steal my name from your memory? Yeah, okay, I asked that again. I mean, I asked that already, didn't I? Okay, I want to transition to the other questions, but it doesn't look like I have the option. Let's pick the first one this time, actually. No, maybe not. No, let's stick with the third one. I don't want her to get like all despondent on me. See, I got so invested in the lore that I completely forgot which questions I've asked already. What am I? Blessed and cursed. Yeah, so I asked who I am, obviously. That's why I was confused for a second. Can you tell me where I am? Where are you? Why, you are here with me, my love. As in the times when love was something both of us shared. Now it is the eternal boundary that separates us. The eternal boundary. Another term to remember. Let's go. Deionarra sounds saddened. It is a barrier I fear you shall never cross, my love. It is the barrier between your life and what remains of mine. I see. Perhaps you could answer some other questions, Deionarra. I need to escape this place. Can you help me? Leave? Leave? You ask me, who am trapped here because of you, how to leave this place? Oh no, we pissed her off. I don't know, let's appeal to her seeming affection for me. Deionarra, I am in danger. Can you guide me to a place of safety? I shall return as soon as I can to speak to you again. In danger? Deionarra looks concerned. Of course, my love. I will aid you in any way I can. She closes her eyes for a moment and you watch an ethereal zephyr pass through her body, stirring her hair. After a moment the zephyr dies and her eyes slowly open. Perhaps there is a way. Yes. Oh, hang on. I was talking about opening the front gate, but I can't do that, can I? I was actually told to bring the fingerbone to the portal, which is why I got it from the top floor in the first place. Yeah. I sense that this place holds many doors shrouded from mortal eyes. Perhaps you could use one of these portals as a means of escape. Portals? Portals are holes in existence leading to destinations in the inner and outer planes. Is this the first time that we're actually name-dropping planes of existence? And there are apparently inner and outer planes? That is going to be... Oh, I think the world building for this game is going to be quite intricate, isn't it? If you could find the proper key, you could escape through one of them. Key? Yeah, let's just play dumb. I mean, we kind of know this already, but let's just play dumb. Deionarra pauses for a moment, as if attempting to remember. Portals will reveal themselves when you have the proper key. Unfortunately, these keys can be almost anything. An emotion, a piece of wood, a dagger of silvered glass, a scrap of cloth, a tune you hum to yourself. I fear that the dustmen are the only ones who would know the keys you could use to leave their halls, my love. See, you got my attention with the fact that a key could be an emotion. I'm not sure if that's an actual gameplay mechanic, because it would be pretty hard to simulate emotions on your player character, but lore-wise, it is an interesting bit of lore. It doesn't have to be a thing. It can be an emotion or a tune you hum to yourself. I see. I had some other questions, but there are probably no questions left, right? Yeah, so I wish to know nothing for now, Deionarra, but I shall return. Farewell. Hold a moment. I learned much when I traveled with you, my love, and what you have lost I have retained. I have not divulged all that I know to you. My sight is clear, whilst you fumble in the darkness for a spark of thought. I'm not gonna pick the first option. That's that seems stupid to pick that. Just yeah, I don't want to know anything more. Just let's get out of here. I'll be polite because I have no reason to not be. I mean, she has been very polite and patient with me up until now, except for when she got a bit angry. And what is it your sight sees that I do not? Time itself relaxes its hold as the chill of oblivion slowly claims us, my love. Glimpses of things yet to come swarm across my vision. I see you, my love. I see you as you are now, and... Deionarra grows quiet. So you can see glimpses of the future. What is it? What do you see? I see what lies ahead of you, or ahead for you. It ripples through the plains, stemming outward from this point. Shall I speak of what I see? I don't know. That's an interesting philosophical question. The story of someone seeing their future and that being the cause of something bad that happens to them is quite a frequent one, right? It seems that you actually don't want to know your future because then that changes your actions, and usually not for the better, actually. Well, it's interesting that I can actually see I mean, I can actually choose to know the future or not. I think I will ask for a glimpse of the future because I feel like there's a dangerous adventure awaiting us, and I feel like in that situation it's good to get every advantage you can. Yes, tell me the future. First, I require a promise. Promise you will return, that you will find some means to save me or join me. Well, that is kind of blackmail, isn't it? Lots of options here. So first is basically telling her that she shouldn't be blackmailing me. 2 is the price of such a promise is too high. Then I can lie. By the way, I appreciate how the game marks options which are lies as such. It's always good when the game sort of helps you remember things that way. I swear I will find some means to save you or join you. Although, yeah, in this case, it's not me remembering something, but it's me deciding not to do something. I will make no such promise, Spectre. I will do what I can, and then I can make a vow, which is its own special thing. Okay, this is, I swear I will find some means to save you or join you. So I wonder how vows work. I mean, do they even work in this game? Is that a thing? I'm remembering the unbreakable vow from Harry Potter, obviously. Could vows be something like that? Something that you can't really break? Which would be the best option here? I don't know. I kind of want to choose the last option, but I think I'll go for the first one instead. I'll sort of tease her with the fact that she is blackmailing me, which she shouldn't really be doing. If she really believes in me, then she shouldn't be doing that, so let's do it. I find it hard to believe that the woman I once loved would blackmail promises from me with the promise of revelations. Have you no faith in me, Deionarra? Deionarra looks taken aback, then her tone changes, her voice becoming almost pleading. I do not mean to extract a vow from you, my love. It is just that I have waited so long for you to join me beyond... If you do not mean to extract a vow from me, Deionarra, then do not do so. Now tell your vision and we will speak no more of vows and promises. Interesting that I only get one option here. I can't really change my decision at this point. Deionarra stiffens. She looks as if she is about to say something, then sighs in defeat. Very well, my love. As before, I shall have to place my trust in you. She closes her eyes, and I'm supposed to wait.
This is what my eyes see, my love. Unfettered by the shackles of time. You shall meet enemies 3, but none more dangerous than yourself in your full glory. They are shades of evil, of good, and of neutrality, given life and twisted by the laws of the planes.
None more dangerous than yourself in your full glory. We are obviously not in our full glory right now, whatever that means. So does that mean that we were once a great man? In some way. Shades of evil, good, and neutrality, given life and twisted by the laws of the planes.
You shall come to a prison built of regrets and sorrow, where the shadows themselves have gone mad. There you will be asked to make a terrible sacrifice, my love. For the matter to be laid to rest, you must destroy that which keeps you alive, and be immortal no longer.
A prison built of regrets and sorrow. Sounds a bit metaphoric, but it could also be a literal prison. A terrible sacrifice. Destroy what keeps me alive. Alive.
I know that you must die, while you still can. The circle must come to a close, my love. You were not meant for this life. You must find that which was taken from you and travel beyond, into the lands of the dead.
The circle must come to a close. The circle of my life, my work. You must find that which was taken from you. Well, what was taken from me other than my life? The lands of the dead. I must die while I still can.
Updated my journal.
I do not doubt your ability to rise from the dead. I do believe that every incarnation weakens your thoughts and memories. You claim you have lost your memory. Perhaps it is a side effect of countless deaths. If so, what more will you lose in successive deaths? If you lose your mind, you will not even know enough to realize that you cannot die. You shall truly be doomed. Okay, so with each death we lose something, and this time we lost our memories. That is interesting, or... no, it doesn't seem like I lose one thing with every time. It just seems like I am gradually losing myself with deaths. Hold on, how many times have I died, actually? Do I know that? I don't think so. I sort of assumed that this was the... Well, I did not assume that this was the first time, but I don't know. Could have been like a handful at most, I suppose. Countless deaths. How long has this been going on? I do not truly know, except that it has gone on long enough. Long enough indeed. I didn't have any other questions, actually. I was about to leave, unless there are some new ones. I can ask about the vision again, so yeah, I can ask her to repeat that, which is good. I shall return.
I shall wait for you in death's halls, my love.
She smiles, but there is only sadness in it. She closes her eyes, and with an ethereal whisper, she fades. You back with me, Chief? You kind of drifted out on me there. No, I'm fine. Do you know who that spirit was? Let me guess, he didn't see the spirit. Eh? Spirit? That specter I was talking to, the woman. You are rattling your bone box with some woman? Where? Mort looks around, excited. What did she look like? Hands off, Mort. Or jaws off. She was right on top of the beer. Didn't you see her? No, you just kind of drifted out for a bit there, just stood there statue-like. I was a little worried you'd gone addled on me again. No, I'm fine, I think. Let's move on.
I feel stronger.
I feel stronger. That's a powerful line to hear when you level up. So, let me just finish my thoughts. So, did we actually see her, or was this only in our mind? I mean, we did probably see something real, right? Because this is a fantasy-based or magic-based setting, so things like this just happen. Okay, how do I level up? I can see a plus symbol here. Would that do the trick? No, hang on. Didn't I see like a level up button somewhere here? Maybe I did, but I don't know where to find it at this point. Statistics screen. Ah, there it is. Level up. Alright, so saving throws have improved, fighting skills have improved, 1 characteristics point, and 9 hit points gained. 9 HP, that's actually huge compared to our 23 that we had, so now we have 32. Interesting. I'm still the fighter class, obviously. Saving throws, accept, okay, thief skills. Interesting that thief skills get their own category. So I can boost my skills, and based on the comments that I got, wisdom is the one that I should put all my points into, but it looks like I only get 1 point per level. So yeah, let's see. Wisdom is my intuition, common sense, and willpower. Recall memories and bonus to experience points. Yes, and the reason why I should put my points into wisdom is apparently so that I can experience as much of the lore as possible, which is what I'm here for. So yeah, let's keep our character like this. Wisdom 11 it is. Armor class is 10, hit points 32. Okay, perfect. And then let's do the same for Mort. Actually, let's see what Mort is all about. So his Thaco is 19, which is atrocious. His lore is 2, which isn't great either compared to our 6. He seems to have a lot of resistances though, which I don't believe I have. Yep, I have none. Armor class modifiers. His current state is normal. What does that even mean? Current state. Is it like conditions? Like, I don't know, weakness or slowness or whatever. Burning, maybe. Okay, weapon proficiency's fist, huh? I very much doubt that. He has no fists. That's funny. He has 2 plus signs next to it though, and I only have 1, yeah. Fist plus, edged weapon plus. Number of attacks 1.5, so he can actually attack faster than us. To hit, open doors, weight allowance. Oh, that's right. Mort has an inventory system too that I could probably use, right? Yep. I can put any leftover items into his inventory. He doesn't seem to have any slots on his body, which makes sense. I mean, he could wear a hat, I suppose. I'm kind of surprised that that slot isn't there. But yeah, let's level him up before I forget to do so, actually. Statistics screen, there we go. Level up. So he's a fighter 2. 2 hit points gained from constitution bonus. Okay, it looks like if your constitution is high enough, you get more health points, I suppose. His thievery skills are also poor, which makes sense. I mean, he doesn't have a lot of tools to use for that. And he's level 3, whereas I am level 4. Interesting. Alright. Anything else around here? let's see if I can explore this place just a little bit more before we leave. And there is the portal. So yeah, I assume that this is the portal that they spoke about, and it's because I have the bone charm that I was actually able to sort of access it or open it. Hang on, can I? I'm used to stopping characters instantly in their tracks in Baldur's Gate 3 by right-clicking, but that doesn't seem to work here. Right-clicking seems to move them also, just the same as left-clicking. So I gotta get used to that. And oh fuck, okay, we have enemies. I was gonna save the portal for another time, but actually, okay, looks like we lost the aggro. Huh. I don't know, I was hoping to explore a bit more because I'm sure these guys are guarding some useful loot. Alternatively, they could just be there to sort of fuck with me. Okay, I think I will save the portal for the next episode though. Let me just check out my journal quickly if I have anything new in here. Nothing new in the beasts category. Not even our lady friend whose name I forgot. I'm sure I'll memorize it later on. So looks like there's nothing more to read really. Apart from this. Yeah, but these only seem to be quotes from what she told me, so there doesn't seem to be any more reflection by the nameless one. I don't know whether to be horrified or impressed. When I spoke to Deionarra in the vaults of the mortuary, she told me that my deaths had given me some control over life and death. If I see a body, I can see the faint traces of life in it and coax it forth. For some reason, it will only work on people who travel with me. Right. So gameplay-wise, this is a fairly straightforward thing, but lore-wise, this has some interesting implications, and I'll try thinking about them some more before next episode and see if I can maybe reflect my way to some new revelations, although it might be too soon for that. Anyway, I'm rambling at this point. This has been episode 4. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.